In this video, we'll explore the concept of systems thinking, its importance in understanding the ripple effects of our actions and decisions, and how you can incorporate systems thinking in your work. A system is a collection of interconnected parts that work together to achieve a common purpose or goal. To grasp the essence of systems thinking, we need to understand the three fundamental components of a system, which are elements, interconnections, and purpose. To illustrate this, imagine you are tasked with cooking something, but you're only presented with one ingredient, let's say flour. Initially, with just one ingredient, it is difficult to determine what you can create. Then you are shown all the other ingredients as well, but you still won't know what to cook. In this scenario, the ingredients represent the elements of a system. To truly understand what you need to make, you require a recipe. The recipe not only lists all the necessary ingredients, but also provides instruction on how to combine them to create a flavorful dish. This knowledge of combining flavors and understanding what works well together represent the interconnection between the elements. Ultimately, the purpose or function of a system becomes clear when you have the recipe. It guides your actions and helps you understand the desired outcome. And with the recipe in hand, you can now create a specific dish, such as cookies. And unlike linear thinking, which only focuses on one cause and effect, systems thinking encourages us to look at event as a whole. It emphasizes understanding the connections and relationships between the parts of a system, rather than viewing everything separately as isolated individual components. Instead of immediately assigning blame or seeking quick fixes, systems thinking invite us to dive deeper into finding lasting solutions. It helps us uncover the root causes of problems and enable us to avoid unintended consequences. But how can we shift our mindset from linear thinking to systems thinking? The key lies in identifying whether the problem we observe is merely a symptom or the actual root cause. In HKUSD, we have tried to utilize systems thinking to solve various issues, and one successful example is our living wage policy. In the past, we have identified the problems of unclean campus and high cleaners turnover rate. Instead of immediately assigning blames to the cleaners, systems thinking help us uncover the root cause, which is salary guided by minimum wage. That is not even sufficient enough to support their daily expenses, and this has led to the cleaners' low motivation and high turnover rates. By implementing a living wage policies and organizing events and mingling activities for the cleaners, they are able to make friends and build a community, creating positive effects like reduced turnover rates, higher work efficiency, and a greater sense of belonging. The impact extends far beyond just the cleaners' individual lives. A cleaner campus environment enhances the well-being and the productivity of the students, faculty, and staff as well, contributing to a thriving and supportive campus community. And the influence of the living wage policy also extends to society as well. If every company and organization prioritizes choosing the cheapest cleaning company, it creates a race to the bottom where cleaning companies continuously compete on lower prices, and this puts immense pressure on cleaners who are already struggling to sustain their daily expenses. By implementing a living wage policy, we influence the market and society, advocating for reasonable wages for the cleaners' work. And this policy encourages competitive tenders to consider more than just the lowest price, but also factors such as service quality, diversity in job abilities, and feedback from cleaners based on their observations. This shift towards qualitative criteria helps ensure fair compensation and overall improvement in the cleaning industry. Another issue we found is overconsumption and waste. If we immediately try to assign blame, it would lead to us only blaming the campus community for their disposable consumption habits and their food waste. However, when we dig deeper into finding the underlying problems, we identify that this issue is caused by the lack of reusable options provided by caterers, inconvenience for students to bring their own containers, and fixed food portion offered by caterers. To address this from the root cause, we launched a reusable meal container systems on campus, collaborated with caterers to offer discount for using reusable containers and providing flexible food portions, and eliminated the sale of one-time use plastic bottled water of 1 liter or less. Through this system, we hope to inspire campus community to adopt sustainable practices in their daily routines. Simple actions like bringing your reusable containers to eateries and ordering less can have a significant impact when practiced collectively. Enough demand for use of reusable containers for takeaway food can also signal eateries to provide that option to attract more customers and spread sustainable practices along the food chain. In conclusion, systems thinking offers us a powerful lens to view the world. By asking new questions, analyzing data, engaging with stakeholders, and being aware of the impact of our actions, we can make more informed decisions that consider the larger systems at play. It is important to acknowledge that there is no perfect solution, and every choice we make will have an impact. Therefore, the essence of systems thinking is being aware of the impact of our actions, doing our best to minimize any unintended consequences, and being brave enough to choose the best possible long-term solution rather than an easy fix. Thank you so much for joining us on this module. As members of our campus community, we have the power to drive positive change through our collective actions. We hope that the knowledge and insight gained will empower you to integrate life cycle thinking into your work and personal lives.